Okay friends, this is our last lesson on plants. So this one's about plants and people. Where would we be without plants? The truth is that life for insects, animals, and human beings would be impossible if it weren't for plants. The most obvious reason plants are important is that they provide food. People, including you, eat plants or parts of plants every day. What does the woman in the picture have in her mouth? It's lettuce, of course. You don't see too many people chomping on lettuce this way, but you'll find lettuce in salads or on sandwiches. Lettuce is good for you. It's a healthy vegetable that comes from a plant. All vegetables are plants, are parts of plants, including potatoes, beans, peas, carrots, peppers, cucumbers, and squash. Each comes from different plants and from different parts of plants, but they all come from plants. And you already know that fruits like apples come from plants as well. Many fruits are edible, and they are also healthy and tasty, so you can eat them every day. This is a picture of one of the most important plants in the world. Believe it or not, corn comes from a special type of grass. Do you like to eat corn on the cob? Have you ever eaten bread lately? It's likely then that you have eaten wheat. Wheat comes from a type of grass. Its seeds are ground up and used to make wheat flour, and wheat flour is used to make many kinds of bread, cereals, and cakes. Rice is another important food that comes from grass. People in the United States eat rice, but not nearly as much rice as people in many other parts of the world, such as China, Japan, and India. Rice is used to feed billions of people every day. You've just learned about the three most important food crops in the world: corn, wheat, rice. They're all grains or seeds that come from different types of grasses. Plants and plant products can be used to make fabric or cloth. Fabrics are used to make clothing, blankets, and other everyday things. This picture shows cotton plants. Fluffy white cotton is often dyed or colored to make colorful clothing and blankets. When people are feeling sick or sad, it's nice to give them a bouquet of flowers. Flowers can cheer people up and let them know they are loved. Have you ever received or been given flowers? There are many things that you would not guess have anything at all to do with plants, such as tires on a car, which are made of rubber. In fact, much of the rubber we use for everything from tires to rubber bands to basketballs comes from the sap of a rubber tree, you see? Another type of sap we use comes from maple trees. This type of sap is clear and gives us something very tasty: syrup. In early spring, people drill small holes into the trunks of maple trees and insert spouts which allow the sap to drip out into the buckets or holding tanks. When the sap is boiled, it turns into syrup. Don't worry, the holes in the trees won't hurt them. They heal during the summer and the fall, and people pick a different spot on the trunk to drill for the next spring. Some plants and plant parts can be used to make medicines for curing diseases or healing wounds. Using plants to make medicine requires a lot of knowledge. A person must know how to find the right kind of plant, and he or she must know exactly which part to use. In some parts of the world, knowledge of medicinal plants has been passed down from generation to generation, from their parents to their children for thousands of years. One common medicinal plant is the aloe vera plant. Inside its thick leaves is a clear gel, which many people use to heal small cuts or soothe their sunburns. Some doctors and scientists think that eating or drinking parts of the aloe plant is good for your stomach and can help prevent disease. People use the woods from trees to build homes and make other things. This lumberjack, a person who cuts down trees, is using a powerful chainsaw to cut down a great big pine. After he chops down this tree, the lumberjack will saw off all the branches. The bare trunk will be loaded onto a truck and taken to a lumber mill where it will be turned into boards. Can I help you?
Keith, I locked myself out of my room.
It's in this bag by my lunch bag. People also use the woods from trees to make fires when it is cold outside. This person is chopping logs. It's in the salmon bag by the lunch bag. to burn in the fireplace. Okay, this person is chopping logs to burn in the fireplace. Wood is also used to make tool handles, instruments, and other objects. Baseball bats are often made out of wood from the ash tree, one of the strongest trees in the forest. Here's another important thing to know about plants. They help keep the air fresh and clean. When plants make their own food, they release oxygen into the air. When you breathe in, that same oxygen travels to your lungs. Oxygen keeps you alive. You need oxygen all day, every day. Plants are so important to people. So now that we've learned all about the plants, how they help us every day, how beautiful they are and how amazing they are, you should pay attention to the plants and the trees around your house.